everybody. Welcome to Melissa's Musings, Featured Friend Friday. What? I really like doing that. I feel like I sound very DJ-esque, but I probably just sound like ridiculous. That's okay. So today we have Jessie Wright on the show, and I am so excited for her to join us today because she is such a badass. For those of you who are joining on the replay, thank you so much for watching. As you know, I am Melissa Steele of Steele San Diego Homes, real estate agent, and here we have Jessie. Look at her proficiency. It says adding already. Like, this is so fabulous. What a great friend to have on the show. So Jessie is amazing. Here she is. Hello.
What's up?
Welcome to Melissa's Featured Friend Friday.
Yeah, I love this. I love it.
Yeah, so see how awesome this is? So Jessie, to give you guys some background, is with San Diego Real Producers Magazine. This rock star came to San Diego. When did you get here?
I moved here exactly 1 year ago. It's been a year and a month. So last January 2017. Yeah.
And every time I go out with this chick, whether it's a real estate event or like social gathering or whatever it may be, she has like a million friends already in such a short amount of time. So I thought she would be a really fitting visitor for our topic today. If you want to let your life on fire, who's fanning your flame?
It looks dark in here, doesn't it? No, I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you're having me here, girl. This is really cool. This is cool for me. I love this kind of stuff, and I absolutely love you. Love what you're doing. Love who you are, who you're becoming. Everything about you is. Yeah, I'm a fan. Big fan.
Thanks, sister.
Equally. This was an easy choice when you asked. Hey, who wants to do this? I was like, yep, count me in.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I'm so happy that you're here, and we've got some great watchers on here. Lyle, Jamie, thank you guys for watching. So yeah,
I love Jamie.
Yeah, there she is. Hey, lady. I loved your dancing last week at the party.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She crushed it.
That's like what I love to see. Usually that's me at most of the parties. I got there late, so I was not to your, to that level yet, but you rocked it. I love it. So yeah, so basically, there's a video that's been going around this week, and I've seen tons of people sharing it. Will Smith is talking about, if you want to let your life on fire, who do you have that's bringing you up? Who are you surrounding yourself with, and who is fanning your flame? And it really got me thinking, because I feel like in our relationship, Jessie, we do that a lot. I love you. I'm like your biggest fan, and I'm fanning all the flames. And I know that you do that for me too in a really supportive way. And I would love to know, like, when you got here, how did you kind of get yourself surrounded by such a badass group of peeps, myself included?
I know, right? Well, again, I moved here. For those of you who don't know, I moved here. I knew no one. I knew the guy I moved here for to date, and he's not.
Your story.
Yeah, he's not like in the real estate community at all. And we only dated for like an additional 2 months, and I was like, bye. So, so I knew no one when I moved here, and the first couple months was cold calling and just building relationships with people. And I think someone taught me, and I've just always heard, I'm big in the personal development space, and I'm big on reading every day, or at least 10 minutes a day, or, and just trying to center myself around people that are going somewhere, doing something, giving back, or just really high energy people that have great intentions. And I believe like it's really is about your vibrations, right? So like everything has a vibration. So I'm always trying to like align with people that are vibrating at a high level, and whatever that means, And so I was just on a purpose to really find great quality people. And so when I'd find another great quality person, I'd ask them, who else should I connect to? So it's just like the simple referral process. And now my business is all based on referrals. And I really only take referrals to not just the partners of our magazine, but also new realtors I'm meeting. If, sometimes I'll hear about them in the market, but I always ask agents, who else should I talk to? Who do you like and know and trust? And so, and it was a couple people that just mentioned, right? I found the right people to begin with, but so it was maybe luck stance, but I don't really believe in that. I believe like just hard work and connecting to the right people is what kind of brought it about. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think it was Seth O'Byrne actually. And then it was another person too. It was Erica Barunda. I actually do remember. And I love Erica. Erica was like, listen, girl, just like be focused on aligning with the right people in our market that are, that are kind of like up and comers, or people that are going to like help push you forward. Cause she just built what she built NAR Rep La Jolla last year as the president. So she's like, girl, I just did the same thing. So stick close to me. I'll show you the ropes kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, I please, like, help me. So
yeah. And I want to tap into that really quick because I think that is amazing. And John and I, we found ourselves doing that when we first moved here too, because we didn't know anybody in San Diego, similar to you. Like when we arrived here, it was like us. And I was like, hey, we're John and Melissa. And you know, now I feel like we're totally supported, and like I just love going to every event because I feel like we know everybody there. And we very much have done exactly what you mentioned with Erica. We set our sights on the people that we really looked up to, the people who were like badass in the industry, who were just crushing it. And we were like, I want to hang out with you. I want to learn from you. And there was certain people at our old office that I would just go and I would like sit in the office just to listen to them. There's people that I like, you know, almost like not stalk, but like I'll see that they're going to a networking event. I'm like, dude, I want to meet this person. Like I'm going to this networking event.
I'm inviting myself.
Yeah, I'm inviting myself to this networking event to like potentially meet and introduce myself to this person because like that's how much I want to meet them. And I think that speaks testaments to like how you show up and, you know, like ultimately how John and I try and show up, because it's so easy to surround ourselves with the easy, you know, group of people, like the ones that maybe are going out every weekend, and like that's a really easy environment to just get comfortable in. But it's a little bit challenging to actually surround yourself with a group of really, you know, like inspiring and motivating and high level energy people like you mentioned.
And I think it's important to note, because I think some people, and I noticed this because I just had this, you know, this party for the launch, and and I think this is for my past business and then this one too. And I'm just socially, if I went out on my own, I'll connect with whoever I'm there with. Like I don't have to go with someone, but I realized after this last event that people really want someone to go with. Like they don't want to go alone because it's like awkward, but it doesn't have to be. It is a perception and mental shift. So if you're even on this right now and you're like, I just like don't really do that kind of thing. It is about stepping out of your comfort zone. And then right before you get in, like before I even walk in places, I'll like set an intention. Like, okay, I only want to connect with 3 people. There's just 50 people there, but I don't need to connect to all of them. I just need to connect to 3 quality people, so that when you're at an event or when you're being purposeful about networking, connecting, just like kind of have that like a little mini goal of like, I just want to connect to a couple quality people, and ask them too, like who else you should connect to, or where, like, you know, whatever the goal is or whatever and there doesn't even, sometimes I go to an event and there is no goal, but most of the time I'm like, oh, I love the kitty. Yes. See, this is why I told you I want to come over, so I can sit there and like pet him and sneeze.
I know, he's like walking all over my desk because he's mad he hasn't gotten breakfast yet. My camera's just jiggling, so I'm like, no, come over here.
But yeah,
no, I think that's a really fabulous point too, because I know a lot of people who get overwhelmed with networking events. And mind you, this used to be one of my biggest hurdles, because I would hate, especially like if John wasn't able to go with me and I had to go by myself, like you're mentioning. It's a huge out of comfort zone thing, because you walk in this room of like 50 people who are already mingling and chatting, and then it's like,
and you have this inner... sorry to interrupt, but sometimes, and I've noticed this, and it's clicky, quote unquote clicky. And I noticed when I'm at an event too, to help like someone who is new, don't like turn your back to them, like bring them in and just let them like be in, and then see them themselves out if they don't want it. But
totally,
you gotta like, yeah, so I get where you're, go ahead.
And you kind of have to, yeah, and like there is anxiety around that, and like there's a total ego conversation where like, don't approach that group, they'll think you're annoying or whatever, and you just gotta like bust through all that crap and be like, hey, I'm here and I'm Melissa and I can't wait to talk to you.
Right, and like you said about kind of finding the right people you want to align with, I think just coming from like a vulnerable place too, and just telling them like, hey, you know, I've seen your name or I've heard your name or whatever it is, and hey, I'd love an opportunity to connect with you. But like saying that face to face, people are like, oh, and it like makes them feel good because like they got like someone who likes them or whatever. So it is like a subconscious thing, but more, I think, when we come at people like that and we're networking, and more importantly, when we're like really being purposeful about specifically who we want to connect to, just telling them, like, that's what I do. I just come from like a place of like, hey, I heard you're a rock star. I'd love an opportunity to kind of connect with you, or whatever that looks like, you know?
Doesn't love hearing that they're a rock star.
Yeah.
Well, some of our audience right now, just like, not as, sorry guys, the cat's like totally enjoying his 5 minutes of fame here, but we've got Colleen and Jamie. Paul's out there. He says he's single.
Oh, can I like
It's
things
those,
too?
Paul.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see people's comments when we
Oh,
fight
that's
ahead.
great. Yeah.
Look at you guys go. I love
you.
it.
Michelle,
Lyle's watching. Tanya, thank you guys.
yeah, Michelle said it's called the drunk monkey, and she's so right. Like the drunk monkey, you know, or whatever. You tell that in the back of your mind, like blah blah blah, like, you know, whatever. You tell yourself a million things. You really do have to like ignore all of those things and just go for it.
I like drunk monkey, but I call that my ego conversation. Drunk monkey, though, that sounds good. I like that, Michelle. Thanks for bringing that to the table. Nice insight. So thank you guys all for watching. There's so many of you out there. Please give us some love. We would love for that to happen.
I know, you have to push the love or the wow. Can you push the wow?
Oh, yeah, the wow would be nice. Like, wow, there's a cat in this live. Wow, wow.
Look at that face. He's like,
I know, he's like, when's breakfast happening? You watch when is breakfast?
I love it.
But yeah, so I think this is an amazing conversation, and one, you know, like, just so many of the people that are watching right now are people that I consider in this sphere of mine and of yours that are just badass individuals who know what they want to do, are working really hard at accomplishing it in life. And what's really amazing is, while so many of these people are in the same industry, like those of you that don't know Jessie, she runs San Diego Real Producers Magazine. It's an awesome magazine for real estate agents, and we obviously network a lot in the same space. What's amazing about the people that we surround ourselves with, and I see some of them watching right now, is that there's no like, oh, well, she's a real estate agent, so I can't talk to her because like she's my competition. There is so much business to go around that anybody who has that mentality in San Diego, they kind of like dig themselves into a hole and tend to stay there. Because I feel like that mentality doesn't get you really anywhere. And what I wanted to just call out is how supportive I feel like so many of the agents and industry professionals that we've surrounded ourselves with, regardless of whether or not we're working together or we've done a deal together, it's that support and that encouragement and that just rock star status that I feel like we truly do fan each other's flames. Like when I see one of our colleagues closing a $10 million deal, it's not like, oh shit, why didn't I have that? It's like, dude, that's awesome. Did you see the marketing they use? Like Seth's new video? That's so dope. Like, and that's what I love about really, I feel like the people we've surrounded ourselves with, even in the industry, because I get feedback all the time from people like, ooh, I almost feel like I chose the wrong industry because I haven't felt supportive. I'm like, you're hanging out with the wrong people.
You're hanging out with the wrong people. And you bring up such a great point because, okay, I made it really clear, and I'll just tell you guys, I make it really clear to the people that we, you know, again, let me rewind. So everybody that's referred to me agent-wise, they're referred by either our partners or other agents. So it's a nomination-based magazine. It's not pay to play. I won't ask for any agent dollar. So when I sit down with that agent and I explain what we're building and what we're doing and the culture of reciprocity and communication and really like support, you know, when I talk about that, the one thing I say is like, hey, we run 3 quarterly events a year. We might do like a 4th, like mastermind, cool thing, maybe something deeper and higher level. I say, but the only thing that I ask is that you attend our quarterly events and kind of support each other. And if an agent ever says, oh no, I would never go to your events, then I'm like, great, I would never feature you, because what that tells me, is that you don't care to support and like, and again, like you said, fan your buddy's flame. Like put their fire, make their fire bigger, right? And if you don't want to support that, that's totally cool, but you're not going to be the person I want to center myself around. And so not that I'm like, again, they're good humans doing a good thing, whatever, but you know, I'm looking for those people. And so when it goes back to like how, you know, we can connect to the right people quicker, find like, again, like what is their main goal? What is the thing that they're like trying to accomplish? And if it isn't like what you're trying to do, then that person's not supposed to be in your world, and that's totally fine. Like totally. Yeah. It's like dating.
I love that. Yeah, totally. Like some people aren't meant to be your flame fanners.
Right.
They will not be. And like that's okay, and you get to let them go. Right. And you get to move on to the next person. Lyle, I love what you wrote here. Share the love. That's the way we all get ahead. It's so true.
It's so true. And I love Lyle. I'll see you later today, Lyle. Yay.
And I can't wait to meet you, Lyle. Oh I think we have, but like I'm really excited to like get to know you better, because you're actually one of the people that I really look up to in this industry.
Well, so Lyle was at Lyle and Grace came to the party early, so next time we just got to make sure that you block that off a little earlier. But you were closing deals that day, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, but we do get to be at like the entire party next time. Yeah. But you know, I'm not a super churchy peep. I'll kind of end on this, but one of the things, you know, I'm not a real churchy peep, but one thing that really stood out to me, and Anna, my cousin watching, is going to know what I'm talking about. But in the Greek church around Easter time, and this may be something that they do a lot, but I just wasn't ever really in the Greek church too often. They start out with one candle, and I think like the priest lights the candle, and what ends up happening is from that one candle, they light so many other candles. Basically, the entire church ends up having candles lit from this one candle, and it passes through the congregation until literally everyone has a candle lit. That same mentality happens in our lives if we give of our flame, and there's never extinguishes or exhausts our flame. It actually helps our flame to grow as we ripple out and share that flame with others.
Right.
So
especially
that's a really
especially when you're connecting to those people that also do that same thing, because it's important to note, and we all know this, but if you ever find someone who's kind of like stealing your energy or trying to zap it in a way, like bye.
You know, the energy vacuums. They're
like exactly. Like you gotta
and you're like, oh, that was really draining. I don't know why.
Yeah, you gotta like really run from those people, but you have to be mindful of that and pay attention to, and then connect to those ones that really are like there. And that's what I've noticed too. My sister, and I think some people told me this, and somebody told me this recently, and they said when you're on fire, when you're like really shining, like people want to be around that. So figure out how to like shine your freaking light all the time. And you're gonna like, you're gonna attract the ones that should be there, and then you're gonna really repel the ones that shouldn't. And that's the way it's supposed to be anyway, you know? Like,
yeah, and that's like, you guys know, those of you who are watching, that's how John and I run our business. It's kind of like, well, the people that love us will love us, and the people that don't aren't meant to work with us anyways. So yeah. Bye, Felicia. Exactly. Paul says he's a non-realtor rock star, just a regular one. He is. He's pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
It's good to be friends. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Lyle, be a light to others. It's absolutely true. I so appreciate so many of you guys joining in. Like, this is incredible.
Awesome.
It's because Jessie's on here. I know how many of you guys are fans of her. She's such a rock star. But thank you guys so much for watching, for joining in with us and spending our Friday morning together. Jessie, thank you so much for being on the show.
I freaking love you.
I love you too.
I'm gonna crush mine, and I'll see you.
I know. When I was planning this with her, she's like, so when can I be over? Like, I'll bring coffee.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to do this in person. It would be so fabulous. Next one, we'll do it in person.
Yeah, like you and John do. I thought that I got like special treatment because I was next or something.
Next time we're together, we get to do a musing in person. We should have done one last night. That would have been fab. Okay, but anyways.
Yeah, next time.
We'll get to do another one. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous Friday. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Bye.